Why are we here learning how to share information, how to help that person's life to become better? Why? I know why. Because it fulfills me. It truly fulfills me to see other people's life change. And it fulfills me to see the aha moment, how a $3 patch can make that change happen physically, mentally, and financially with a $3 patch. That is what I see. And when I exchange that information, when people say yes to it, I get a feeling. I get a rush. That feeling is a fulfillment, right? When you can physically help someone now. Who here likes that feeling? Who here has had that feeling multiple times? Great. That's what you're chasing. If you're going to chase a high, chase that high, okay? Because that feeling is now you've learned something. You've learned information. You've learned how to copy and paste. You've learned how to ask questions. You've learned how to read a website. You've learned how to regurgitate information, and you've learned it, and then you got your own confidence or your own willpower to pick up the phone, and you physically cared about someone to call that person. Think about that for a second. And people are calling this business hard. What's so hard about it? The hard part is changing someone's life, right? Because that's a responsibility. If I want to change Barb's life, oh my God, I have to call Barbara. I have to call Barb. I have to ask her. I have to give her my time. I have to give her my energy, right? I have to listen to her. And then I have to have compassion. And then we have exchange. And then if I can feel her problem or see what her problem is, meaning if her problem is what everybody's problem is, which is health, then let's talk about that. Because Barbara, I found something that can help you with your health. Oh my God, Barbara is split up. She has a job, she has a school, she has 2 kids she has to take care of. Oh my gosh, she might have time problem too. Maybe we can talk about that too, right? Because how do you solve a time problem? By buying back more time, right? So everybody's time problem comes from what? Money. Everybody has to work for money, and that's where most of your time goes. But some of us are wasting a lot of money on what? Maybe on medications, maybe on sodas, maybe on junk food, maybe on alcohol, maybe on we're wasting stuff. Get it? And that sometimes takes reality to see. And that's the good thing about this community here. Why? Because we're exchanging information not for you to make money, but for you to save money. How do I save Barbara money? When I find out what she's drinking for energy, what she's doing for her sleep, what she's taking for her pain, what she's doing for her skin, her hair, her nails, her clothes, her dog, what she's feeding, you get it? On and on and on. And all it comes down to is what? The cell. Are you charging the cell or are you discharging the cell? Meaning, are you plugging in things that are good into your cell body? Remember, this is so easy to explain now. Your body is like a brand new phone when you're born. 100% battery. By the time you hit 25 years old, you depleted 25% of your battery. The good thing is you can recharge that for the first 25 years, the first 25%. But after that, 25% no more. You can't recharge it no more. And every day you're depleting it with what? Your food, environment, your stress, whatever. You're discharging it. So now for the first time, we can recharge that battery, which is your body, your cells. We can do it with a patch. We can do it with water. We can do it with minerals. Now it's your job, though, to see when you're recharging, who is discharging you. Because we have too much discharges on a daily basis. For example, the air, the water, and the food. Does everybody know where I'm going with this? I'm showing you every day what we're doing to discharge our bodies and how much it's costing you now. It's damn costing you more than $5 a day to hurt you. But you can take that $5 a day and you can apply it to what now? A program. You can apply this to a program, a behavior, a community. And this community costs you 5 hours a week. And that 5 hours a week, we know exactly what you will learn. You know exactly how to invite, and you will know exactly where you're inviting to hear a presentation, which is called a preview. And from that preview, you can ask for a partnership, which is a customer or a brand partner. And if we can do this constantly, every single day together, that will change now your financial freedom, your freedom. And then that's how we can change each other's lives. Is that pretty simple? Now, the hard part is, are you ready for this? The world has changed. People don't have priorities. They don't have the time. They don't have the patience. How many of us agree with that? People are lost. People are confused. People are distracted. People are scared. Right? It's just normal. That's what's happening in the world. And it's scary when I read some of the stuff about the economy, because I'm good, we're good, but guess what? The whole world is not good. I can't change the whole world myself. Can you change the whole world yourself? No. But if we all play a part together, meaning what? If we all decide that we want to get activated, if we all decide we're going to put $5 a day into our health program, our time program, our freedom program, and we all decide we're going to give a couple hours a week by learning something and sharing that the right way, then we can make a difference to who? Yourself. Start with you. And then your friends and family, and then your neighbor and coworker, and then your whatever, your store or your neighborhood or your networking event or your bowling group or your church or your whatever you want, whatever organization you belong to.
Just other people.
Yeah. Oh my God. What's up, Don? Big welcome. So I hope everything we do here is starting to really make sense, meaning can you live this lifestyle, everyone? You can. Now, I want to share with you that you are already doing this business, okay? Literally. Okay. Let's go back to 1880 to 1950. Before the cell phone days. Who here wants to go back to before the cell phone days? Raise your hand. Okay, I do. Right, John? John wants to, he's ready. Why? Because it was the pure days where we actually talked to humans. It was back in the days before computers, AI, paging, internet. It was the days of talking. Now, the history of network marketing, why did it emerge? Because we wanted to remove the middleman. Somehow, some way in business, when more people touch the product, does it make the product cheaper or more expensive? Expensive. So if you are in business, wouldn't you want to get it directly from the company and cut out the middleman? Now, what if you're the middleman, everyone? What if you are the middleman? What is a middleman is? A middleman is the person that goes out and gets the customer and goes out and gets the partners, correct? That's a middleman. A middleman is the person that takes the order, that follows up with their customers and makes sure that the order is taken care of. And then, who is the company? The company is the one that is manufacturing the product and shipping you the product and paying you commissions for being the middleman. And to be a middleman, before the era of digital advertisement, there was a thing called word of mouth. Word of mouth. John is a hairdresser here, right? John McCogno. Yeah, John.
Yes, sir.
How did you get all your amazing clients all the years when you were cutting hair? How did you get them?
All word of mouth, all from doing great work, having integrity, and eventually learning how to duplicate to show others.
So basically, you had to invest thousands of dollars in your skills to learn how to cut hair. You had to invest thousands of hours of your life to practice on cutting up people's hair. And then you have to spend thousands of hours talking to people to make sure that you get a word of mouth referral so you can keep on earning a living, correct?
Correct. And one thing that's great about that is how I got my business is that they see them at the grocery store. Hence here, you're seeing yourself getting better, your friends and family are getting better, and it escalates and grows.
So for example, everyone, John is a retired or is a hairstylist and educator. His style is, his business is to help someone look beautiful. When that person looks beautiful, that person's hair is gonna go out into the world and peak. Someone's gonna look at that hair and go, wow, that is a nice haircut on you. What is your name? Who cut your hair? Oh, this is my favorite hairstylist. His name is John. He's down the street over there. Did that person, John, do a word of mouth for you?
Yes, that's how I built my business since 1987.
Since 1987, if you would have given every single one of the person that you cut their hair and every one of them that sent you a referral, if you would have paid them something since 1987, get it? You would have been a network marketing company.
Absolutely.
Now, what if you would have taught 100 students how to cut your hair? And what if those 100 students went to open up 100 salons, and every single one of those haircuts that comes out of the salon, you would make $10 from that haircut for all those salons and all those customers?
Wishing I would have had that back in the day.
Did everybody understood? John, did you just understand what I just explained about network marketing and leveraging right there?
Absolutely.
So since 1987, John, you were already a professional network marketer. You were just in your profession, which is the beauty industry, which was hair.
Absolutely.
Everyone, go back to your profession. If you were a, thank you, John. If you were a cook, a restaurant owner, a real estate agent, a marine, wherever, a doctor, a janitor, whatever you did in your life or wherever you are at right now, ask yourself this question. Can you duplicate yourself and can you earn money off of that duplication? That is why this industry was created by ordinary people. Then on top of that, John, when you start sharing, you have to get compensated because the company has to pay you for your time and your relationships for talking to people. Now, the benefit of this, look at this, John, the benefit of doing this behavior, which is what? Inviting people to see a product or service, inviting people in today's time to see a website or a Zoom. There is no difference. You're still inviting 100 years ago and you're still inviting 100 years later. Right?
Yes.
Now, what are you inviting people to see, John? This is what you're inviting people to see. Extra income, extra freedom, extra flexible work that you can work this at your own time, your own place, your own hours. You can do this in between clients. You can do it on your day off, right? You can even do it while you take a shower. Who knows? You can press play, right? You can hear videos. And then you can run a business from your home. Everyone, let me repeat that. Let me repeat that again. You can run a business from your home. What does that mean? That means you don't have to go out of your house and spend gas, spend food, spend insurance, spend tire wear, spend air flights, spend hotels, spend printing, when you can copy and paste out of your home. Now, the only difference between a good company and a bad company is the same difference between a good hairstylist and a bad hairstylist is the same difference between good Chinese food and bad Chinese food, right, John?
Yes, sir.
It's your job to go ask questions and for you to pre-qualify who matches you. What's a real opportunity, right? And that's why it's called trust, meaning I don't know you, John, but I met someone that met someone that met someone that met Godfrey that introduced me to you.
Yes.
Right?
Sure is. My lucky day. Thank you.
But now because we know of each other, because we're in the same community, we don't have to hang out every day. We don't have to talk every day, but we're part of a community now, right, John?
Yes, sir.
And whatever I share in this community, whoever you bring into this community, don't we all benefit from each other because now we're sharing information?
Yes.
And then if you like that information, if your people, if your friends and family like this information because they're so smart, they can make their own decisions, right?
Yes.
So your job is to give them the information, they make a decision, and if they like it, you are doing your job, which is what? I am a good, serious business person. I don't do poor MLM. I don't do pyramid schemes. I don't lie, cheat, and steal. I don't take people's products. I don't do this, get it, all that stuff. I'm just here to teach people how to save time, save money, and get their health, time, and freedom back. John, when you look at this whole flyer right here, is it still the same since 1850 to today?
Absolutely. I think it's even better today to do it because you're connecting with the people. And that's what's most important.
Today, because of this machine right here, this device right here, do you need to go to school or spend time or pay thousands of dollars for education and for just to learn something to make an income, a living? No. That's like you and I doing a Zoom and you're teaching me how to cut hair without me spending $5,000 to fly to Florida.
I thought about doing that, and I owned a salon, and that's what I was going to do. And when I looked into the live streaming, it used to cost $1,100 an hour, and now you can do it for free.
So would you say things have evolved, meaning things used to be more expensive and now because of technology, it is more for free? It's so cheap.
Yeah, incredibly.
So if it's so cheap, if it's so much better, how come not everyone in the world knows about it and is doing it?
Choices,
Thank you. Everyone.
convenience.
We're in the people business. There's 8 billion people in the world. You don't need all 8 billion people. You just need 8. 8. Just think of 8 to think like you. If you don't have 8, 2. If you don't have 2, 1. It starts somewhere. Thank you, John. And we can hang out. We can teach this all day. We can go through the numbers. And you can treat this like a school. Like a school. So last week I was in Hawaii. I spoke to 1,000 builders. 1,000 builders were in Hawaii from LifeWave. What did the 1,000 people hear? They got recognized. They saw the future of where this company is going. They know that they're in the best trend, the best industry. We're getting rewarded for doing something, enjoying time with builders, like-minded people. How much of that do you want? How much of that do we get in today's jobs? And why do we work so hard for our jobs, for our boss, and we never get recognized and rewarded in any other way? But then we come into network marketing and we say it's hard. It's hard to drag you to Hawaii. It's hard to drag you to sleep better. It's hard to drag you to take away that collagen out of your face, right? It's not hard. But these calls are now designed to kind of like whack it out of everyone, because there's not much time left out there, because the world is going a little bit cuckoo now. And every day when you get on these calls, whether you know it or not, you are learning. You're learning something. You're walking away feeling lighter, feeling smarter. And that takes day by day. I'm showing to each one of us, you can literally change your life day by day, week by week, month by month.